Okay, good morning, everybody. I think I'm here today to talk about the state of workers in this country. As student leaders and as the union representing employees in the public sector, we have witnessed quite a lot of problems in the past 1 or 2 years, and this is causing a lot of concern to our members. It has therefore become necessary that we address some of the issues that we are facing as a trade union, and maybe take this opportunity to appeal to the employers and particularly the Kenya government about what they need to do to help our employees get better lives for their families and their children. Now, we have seen quite a lot of problems, particularly in the Postal Corporation of Kenya, and now it has extended to Kenya Broadcasting Corporation. And we fear that unless something is done and unless that we work together with the people responsible for payment of salaries, payment of other necessities that the employees may need, I can see ourselves getting out of hand. Now, let me start with the Postal Corporation of Kenya. For a long time now, and I want to say from the year 2020 to this date, we have had a lot of problems. First, it was blamed on COVID-19. But after COVID-19, the government paid a little bit of money, to be specific, 810 million shillings to offset the delay in salaries at that particular time. Since that time, we have gone back to the same situation, and we are in a position where, as we talk today, the staff on the Postal Corporation of Kenya are yet to earn their salary for October, which therefore means that we are 4 months in arrears on payments of salaries. As a union, we have been cooperative enough. We have cooperated with the management of Postal Corporation of Kenya. We have cooperated with the management of, with the board of Postal Corporation of Kenya, and by extension with the government who owns this parastatal. But we are not seeing anything happening. So it has come to a time where for the employees, it is not bearable. For the employees, it is not bearable. So we need to do something about this. Under normal circumstances, the unions would call for strikes to end some of this problem. But as a union, we have avoided strikes so that we are able to maintain the clientele that we have. But this has been taken as a weakness on our part as a union. So I want to state here categorically to the management of Postal Corporation, and particularly the board of management for Postal Corporation of Kenya, so that they find ways on how they can get funding from the Kenya government, so that this suffering that the employees have currently does not continue. Because I don't understand how a CEO of an organization like Postal Corporation of Kenya, how the chairman of the board and the board of directors will sit pretty when the employees have not earned salary for the next 4 months. This is unbearable. It has been difficult. The staff have cooperated, have suffered, and have continued to deliver service. But it appears to me that it will become endless. So time has come when now we must wake up together. And I want to tell the Postal Corporation of Kenya Board of Management that they must move with speed to ensure that they get funding from the government. I know there has been a long planned restructuring program for Postal Corporation of Kenya, but we cannot be talking about restructuring year in, year out, and nothing is happening. We need to act immediately so that the restructuring starts, so that we can turn Postal Corporation Kenya to a profit-making organization. I've seen in the last cabinet meeting that the government had in Kakamega, where they said they will not do away with Postal Corporation of Kenya, because it's an important organ for communicating using postal services and courier services. And we appreciate the government for taking action to save Postal Corporation of Kenya. But we want to say that apart from that, then for us to succeed and get Postal Corporation of Kenya where we need it to be, we must be able to look at the morale of the workers. And you cannot have a morale of a worker if you have not paid them salary on good time, and better salary for that matter. So this is my appeal to the Board of Management at Postal Corporation of Kenya and to the Kenyan government to see that everything is done on good time, to see that we get Postal Corporation back to profit making. As a union, we are willing to cooperate with them. We are willing to discuss modalities that is involved, even if it means one of our few members, or 2 or 3 or 10,000 members, 2,000 members or 200 members going home. It doesn't matter, so long as there's be a structure, there will be a way on how we can say it, agree under the law how they will be compensated. Some of the issues that we are having is that there have been no payment, there have been late payments for pension schemes. The pension money has not been paid on time, and therefore it means that those who are going on retirement do not get their salaries or their pension on time. Whatever is deducted from members to go to the banks where they took loans, to circles where they won't pay membership fee and even repay back their loans, have not been remitted for a long time. And I think members are owed to the tune of nearly 2 billion shillings. And I think this is very unfortunate, and think something must be done. Having talked about that on Postal Corporation of Kenya, I think there's also need that we talk about our membership at the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation. The same is happening, and we had issues of delayed remittances, payment of remittances, particularly for the pension scheme. Even those who have since retired since the year 2021 have not been paid their dues, their lump sum dues. And as you know, it's retirement benefits. When you are paid retirement benefits, it's when now you enjoy the benefits of the work that you did for many years. This has not happened at KBC. Efforts have been made, and I've seen that circles now are owed between last year, April, and now. But again, that is quite almost 1 year of unpayment, which is again unfortunate. So now, lately we have noticed also that salary is being delayed to the extent that the employees do not know when their payday will be on. So now they are not able to plan their activities, they are not able to plan their how to pay their housing, they are not able to plan how they pay their school fees. So employees are really suffering, and this is also unfortunate, and something needs to be done. Let me also take this opportunity to plead with management, and by extension the board of KBC, to ensure that salaries are paid, and paid on time. We are told there's a little bit of problem in the finance department of KBC. I'm not very sure, but if that is what is happening, that somebody at the finance department is deliberately denying employees from getting their salary on time, then I must ask the board of management at KBC and the CEO of KBC that they must crack the whip so that members get their salary on time. As I talk now, we are on 7th day of the month in March, and salary for February is not paid, and there's nobody who is telling us when the salary can be paid. Many of the employees have rents which must be paid by 5th of every month. Now many of them will have the houses locked by this weekend. What do you do when such employees are not enjoying the benefits of their benefits of their sweat? So again, I want to make a plea. I want to make a plea to KBC management to ensure that salaries are paid on time starting next month. I've already written a letter to the KBC CEO to make sure that February salary is paid not later than Tuesday of next week. And thereafter, whoever is responsible must make a decision to look for money on good time. I hear they depend on the treasury and the exchequer to give them the money. If they know they have got to get salary from the exchequer, they must get to the treasury on good time so that salary is paid. And salary must be paid before the end of each month that the employees have worked. If there's any delay, it should be a delay of 1 or 2 days, but not 7 days after the end of the month. That will be most unfortunate. Now, lastly, I would also want to make a plea to the Kenya Kwanza government that we need to protect generally the employees in the public service. And the protection I'm talking about here is that for many years that I've been here, we have been able to negotiate staff salaries with the various organizations without much problems. But for the last 5 to 10 years, the Salary and Remuneration Commission has been a stumbling block to most of the trade union work. I want to make a plea to SRC. I know they have a new commission that has been put in place, that they should allow organizations and the unions to negotiate freely and only take the agreed agreements for their approval. But this issue where they want their approval first before negotiation, I think to me is unbecoming, to me is unlawful, because I believe, and I think unless I'm corrected, that the role of SRC is to do what is contained in the Constitution, and the role is advisory, to advise state corporations, advise the state organization on what salaries they best paid. But if, for example, an organization is making profit, they make profit because the employees have generated that profit. They make profits because the employees have put efforts to make sure that there's a success. I believe, and I believe very strongly, that they must be rewarded for the efforts they have made, so that with that reward they are in a position now to work even harder, so that we can take these corporations back to the level that they have been. So SRC, as you start your duties after being formed late last year, let us cooperate, let us work together so that we ensure that the state corporations get what they are supposed to do, and this should include the public service, because it is them that generate the funds that we need. This is where taxpayers are. The biggest employer in this country is the government of Kenya. The public service is employing quite a number of people. If you don't get good salaries, then where do you get the taxes which we have to pay to the Kenya government to manage this economy? So if we are going to manage this economy, I think then the government and everybody else, all the stakeholders, should think about how to pay employees better salaries, so they are in a position to even produce more, so that as we produce more, then we are going to pay more taxes and therefore generate funds for the Kenya government to get enough money to do even development that they desire to do. I think maybe I end there for now. If there's any other thing to talk about, we'll look at the reactions from members, and then they will be able to continue in future. As I said earlier, this channel is going to be operating, and we will be giving updates from time to time. So I urge our members both in the private sector and the public sector, to keep on watching this channel, so that we can share ideas on what is happening with this union. Thank you, and may God bless you all.